So these are the three essential elements to master when it comes to closing sales. After working at Kibri as salesman for some time, we had lots of trainings from professionals who worked as salesmen for at least 20 years. This, coupled with my experience working there, helped us find out one common habit among our team, who we refer to as business consultants due to their extensive knowledge and expertise, is the tendency to fall into the trap of teaching instead of coaching. Finding skilled salesmen can be challenging, especially for complex business deals. The higher the level of the business being sold, the greater the expertise required for the person doing the sales conversation. In such cases, it's very important to have a deep understanding of the client's business, potential, opportunities, and more. On the other hand, for lower level transaction sales like B2C supplement sales over the phone, the focus is more on following a scripted process with minimal variability. As a salesperson, it can be tempting to want to educate the potential customer. However, the truth is they won't truly listen until they make the purchase decision. Trying to teach them before that point is not productive. Instead, what we should aim for is coaching. This was a topic of discussion with my team, the difference between teaching and coaching. Fundamentally, there are only three types of statements that should be used during the sales process. The first and most important is asking questions. In our case, we prefer using a question-based framework for complex sales. These questions help us understand the client's needs, and they also play a crucial role in challenging and reshaping their beliefs. Ultimately, in complex sales, the client needs to arrive at a conclusion on their own that working with us is the best option. It should feel like a natural decision, not something forced or suggested. The second is a statement. After a client says something, it's important to paraphrase and repeat it back to them. This demonstrates active listening and understanding on our part. For example, we might say, "So, what I'm hearing is that your primary concern is solving this particular issue, and you've already tried X and Y, but it hasn't given you desired results. Is that an accurate summary?" This restatement reinforces our comprehension and helps the client feel heard. None of the statements we make should be declarative facts or attempts to teach. Trying to pitch and teach simultaneously can lead to a lack of engagement from the client. Instead, our aim should be to break their existing beliefs and build trust. This was a significant lesson I had to learn early on. Initially, I would get to the client's home and start telling potential clients what they should do, but it didn't result in any successful sales. And I only did that for the first couple of sales before realizing that breaking their beliefs was the key to taking action and building trust. Another crucial insight I gained was that breaking beliefs provide value to much larger percent of people compared to offering tactics or advice. When we focus on challenging their beliefs through questions, we deliver value to everyone, regardless of whether they end up working with us. This shift in perspective led to better results for both the client and our business. Now, you might be wondering how to actually close a deal. Well, this is where the third step comes in. Using short stories. Instead of rambling about features, benefits, or our secret system, we should focus on storytelling. And I would always notice this when going on practice sales with my mentor. He always used stories as a way to capture the fact about something the customers are interested in about our product. And it was easy for him as he had 20 years of experience and plenty of stories to tell. But although new at this job, I almost immediately started implementing this strategy. Combining my stories coupled with some of my mentor's stories, the results were amazing. The purpose of the stories is to paint a picture of the client's experience after working with us. For instance, if we were selling a fitness program, we might say, "Until you learn how to market your business effectively, you won't achieve true growth. Let me tell you about one of our clients who was struggling just like you. They implemented our program and saw a 200% increase in sales within 3 months." Stories like this help break their existing belief and create a sense of trust in what we have to offer. The key is to make the story relatable and outcome focused rather than full with technical details. Use analogies and examples that resonate with the client's situation. By doing so, you establish a common ground and agreement on the problem that needs solving before diving into the solution. Remember, engagement tends to drop when salespeople monopolize the conversation without giving the clients a chance to express themselves. Actively listen to your clients and make them feel understood. Approach sales conversations with the genuine intention to provide value and challenge their beliefs. By following these 3 steps, you will be more effective in closing deals. So Jeff, remember, successful sales come down to asking questions, restating information, and using engagement stories. Avoid the urge to teach or overwhelm with excessive details. Instead, focus on coaching the client and breaking their existing belief. This approach will empower them to make an informed decision that benefits both their business and yours. Now, if you ask me, channels like this giving real life value for free are rare, and you won't regret watching this video next.